driving force behind his training sessions. He says, when I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and stuff, and I don't want to run, that's what gets me running harder.
Well, let's take a look at what those runs have done.
Oh, we've got Jake Paul. Is he on the way to the ring already?
Already?
Wait, what's going on?
So they will have seen him up on the monitors. He's walking from the dressing room.
Fans around the arena.
Well, you heard the shout go up. You can hear the cheers around the arena.
Deji now, the chant is.
Both these fighters comparable in terms of age. 21, obviously. Deji slightly shorter and 15 pounds lighter.
I think the weight is incorrect because when we were at the weigh-in, this is the old weight.
Right.
Jake Paul has lost a lot of weight.
Right.
He is, in my opinion, about the same weight as Deji right now.
Wow.
But they look very different in body shape.
Right. For me, there's no way Deji's 5'10". Sorry, he's shorter than me, and I'm 5'9".
Right.
So, no, 100%. There's no way he's 5'10".
Okay.
We might have Statman Davis in here, but we might have some issues with the stats. The point is, I think that these two boys are very evenly matched in terms of height and weight.
And reach, by the looks of it.
What I'm going to say is, if this was a bodybuilding contest, Jake Paul would be the winner. Yeah. He came in looking very cut, very defined. Yeah. Deji, a little bit thicker. But what I did see from Deji when I've seen him make the strides in his training is his coordination on the pads. Vidal said on our podcast, he's actually more naturally gifted than KSI is at boxing. He's just not as easy to coach as KSI is in terms of listening.
What's going to be going through Deji's head right now? Because he is he's billed as the underdog in this.
Yeah. Well, I think more than anything, it's going to be straight up nerves. I don't care who you are, you feel at least some nerves. And let's remember this, right? Obviously, all of us guys, we've been sitting in this arena, soaking up the atmosphere for hours now. The first time they will get a taste of this is when they walk out. And then they only have a few seconds before they start punching the other geezer. You know what I mean?
The arena will open up in front of them. You hear the noise.
Exactly.
Did you feel it hit you when you walked out?
100%. It's like so much to take in. The fact, little things like you see your family, you see people you know, you see the cameras, you know, the lights, everything.
Your enemies as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to adjust to in a very short amount of time. You know what I mean?
Boom, you're in the ring, someone's punching you in the face.
Yeah, and they're coming straight at you because both these guys are extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
Jake Paul has said first round knockout. Wow. He's not predicted anything other than a first round finish.
But does that mean he must be incredibly confident as well in his boxing ability? Because
the worry is, if you've chased Deji round for a round and you've given him everything and he's still there in the second and you hadn't planned for that.
What goes into your head at that point? Because you're thinking, I didn't do what I predicted.
I mean,
that could cause a bit of a crisis of confidence, but Jake seems to have taken this very seriously. He said, I put 150% into this.
As well, I think the fact that Jake and Logan have trained together,
Stephen tries
spurring each other on.
Stephen tries, Chris MD in the background. Wow, incredible. Keemstar as well.
You got a prediction for this Stephen tries?
Yeah, Dwarf Mamba to come in and steal at the end. He's got it all day, mate.
Okay.
He's actually 5'10" in real life. It's surprising.
That's the analysis of Stephen tries.
We are just seconds away from the ring walk right now.
Jake Paul is about to enter this arena.
Incredible stuff.
It is going to be crazy.
What will the reaction be for Jake Paul inside the UK arena? It's going to be absolutely incredible stuff. Jake Paul enters the ring first. Ooh, you can feel it. You can feel it.
This is it. Enter Jake Paul.
Oof.
Yeah, that's something that he's never experienced before. Like facing someone, being in front of a crowd where it's only you and that other person, basically like fighting to the death. And I've done that over 200 times.
Are you looking for me? This ain't no game, dog. Fearless, you playing with the riddles. Welcome to the jungle where you playing with the riddles. Jump trying to play the hero, there's no way you're coming near us. And they can hear us cause we're bona fide. We got that clearance cause we're known to ride. We got that notoriety in the whole society. If you're looking for the bad guy, yeah, that guy is me. You looking for me?
Act out on the canvas, and your family's watching you. All you're gonna hear is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
It's gonna be a knockdown.
You can hear the reaction around the arena for Jake Paul's video there. True Geordie, what are you thinking at this moment?
The anticipation is electric in here right now.
This is the biggest thing that's ever happened on YouTube. The arena goes silent for the entrance of Jake Paul.
Let's get this party started!
Coming to the ring first, from the United States of America, Jake Paul!
Buffer sort of hears some news.
Like a monster. Now they can see me coming, and I only came to crush them. Yeah, I can see them running. Get ready for the main destruction. Some of them are easy targets. Anytime that I aim, I got one. But I still stampede regardless. Get ready for the rain, the top guns. Here for another. Ready, steady, aim. You're looking at the best of the game. Clearing another. Ready, already came. But couldn't withstand the pain. Now I control the crowd like a rock star. And I patrol around like a cop car. And we land down like a helicopter. Everybody up, you're looking at a monster. They see me rolling. Watch me roll.
got the power to knock him out?
100%. 2 billion%. That's the thing he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe I've got power. You'll know with something.
Just in case this was lost on you, this is Michael Buffer announcing these people into the ring right now. This is the peak at the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring, here comes
What a road.
This is so interesting right now. The tension between these two, you could cut it with a spoon.
But quite a different demeanour between these two as well, isn't there?
I mean, Jake looks ready to be absolutely unleashed, and
Deji's quite slow walking into that ring, wasn't he?
Huge difference in demeanour, energy, the way that these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Manchester Arena, Upload Events, in association with Maverick Media and OP Talent, proudly present our co-featured contest of the evening. It's mano a mano sports tonight, combat like the world has never seen. Our officials here at ringside and inside the ring, timekeeper at the bell from the United Kingdom, Steve Bradley. The judges from the United States, Delilah Ponce. From Italy, Gino Viganino. And your third judge, also in charge of the action at the bell, referee Gareth Morris. And now from Manchester Arena, 6 rounds of boxing. Let's go to the fighters' introductions. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing white and weighing in officially at 181 USA pounds. 21 years old, standing 6 feet 1. He's the team 10 leader, a TV star, recording star, YouTube star. From the United States of America, RNBO presents
What a greeting for the American in the arena. Those of you watching stateside.
Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white trim, 21 years old, standing 5 feet 10, officially weighing in at 79.1 kilograms. Tonight, he comes to the ring, fighting for his fans and family honor, from London, England, the youthful sensation,
for Deji there.
And a hell of a greeting for Jake Paul. Deji getting the final instructions and encouragement from his team. What can you see over in Jake Paul's corner?
Pure focus.
Deji is getting screamed at by his trainers. They're trying to hype him up. Deji looks quite subdued right now, calm. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but he's very calm.
It's very rare that you see Deji sort of so calm in this way.
He's normally quite hyperactive character. Jake, on the other hand, just looking ready to roll.
Incredible energy, isn't it, from Jake Paul?
I'm not wanting to blink because Jake has said first round knockout. First round is all he's been saying. So you're not expecting this to be a slow start, are you? You're expecting 100 miles an hour.
Usain Bolt pace out the blocks.
Do not blink. If you're at home and you wanted to see action, I mean, you've definitely already seen it in the last fight, but this one is set to deliver too.
That's the voice of True Geordie there, sitting alongside Joe Weller, who competed last year in the boxing. Joe, your final thoughts before the fight?
I mean, I'm seeing the complete contrast between these two boys.
Deji's not making eye contact, is he?
No, Jake is almost prowling the ring, marking his territory as the tank Deji stands in the corner. I mean,
what's going through that young man's mind right now?
What are you seeing? What do you read?
For me, I just see Deji's looking at the floor a lot. He's very much within himself. And is it focus? Is it fear?
We're about to find out.
He's listening to his coaches. That's one thing. He's definitely nodding to his coaches a lot. Whereas Jake is not really being instructed that much. Jake's punching himself in the face. Yeah, he's getting himself ready for this.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's eye to eye, man.
Just box, conduct yourself in a respectful manner. Just show respect to yours. Well done.
Wow. This is all these boys have been thinking about for months.
The co-main event. It's Jake Paul versus Deji the Tank.
Months and months of anticipation build up to this moment where you can watch True Geordie commentate on two of YouTube's biggest young stars. Welcome to Manchester. Incredible.
Jake Paul looks to come right ahead, and Deji is going to have to be quick and use that speed we've seen in practice.
Buzz going.
Jab instantly.
That speed, Deji really on.
Yeah, Deji's got some. Vidal said Deji is slick naturally. Good left hook, and he's rocked Deji early. That was a hell of a left hook. Oh, and he follows it up, and he's going straight out at the tongue. Body shot. 1, 2. Deji swings and misses. Jake Paul with a great left hook to start us off.
Great to reply though there from Deji.
Deji goes with a 1-2. And they clinch, and the ref separates.
Jake pulled him in there pretty quick. He needed to.
Jake reading Deji's eyes. Deji looking to go straight down the middle. And he catches Jake. Oh! And Deji catches Jake Paul with a straight left. That was not a part of that game plan for Jake Paul. Right, left, body shot, right hook by Jake Paul.
The minutes tick down, 2 minutes left.
But the Tank shakes it off. Keeps his hands up.
The arena chants Deji's name. Will he react to it?
The lads exchange here. A lot of jabs, body shot, Jake Paul unloading. Deji answers with a right hook, and the crowd goes wild. This is a hell of a contest so far.
Every punch for Deji is cheered on by the entire
it's
arena.
A right hook from Jake Paul. Left, right, he's got him in the corner. He's all over him. Deji clinches, and that was a good move from Deji. Jake Paul is bleeding from the nose. This has been a good contest so far. Deji goes with that backhand, and it's answered with the right from Jake Paul.
That's against the ropes.
Jab from both men, and it's a right hook. And Deji answers, and Deji's going for it. Oh, and Deji looks winded here. Jake lands a jab.
I can't tell if Deji's dazed or if he's just trying to get away faster than he actually can.
Exhaustion here, kicking in a little.